am all ready to go.
Alrighty.
And we're starting up here. Teams are away. No surprise, nobody into the ISO off the start. Away. Elemental making a mad dash. Up.
Yep. DJ also getting down lane. Hasn't even been hit yet, so that's big.
Both William and Elemental are in the first house here. DJ making his way out first to grab the chest with the wood and stone, and is now making his way into the first resources posed by Elemental Assassin, who actually
Elemental
looks
was
like
able to get into his tunnel, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he's just going to be going straight for the cannon supplies, whereas DJ is taking a bit of a break to craft that pick so he can actually get stuff. So this is... We predicted that the cannon supplies would be pretty big here. And if Elemental's able to grab these and just get out even, it'll be really important. Khan also in resources getting shot by Gory.
DJ is digging for the TNT supplies right now too, as Elemental sets up a cannon. So let's see if Elemental can get it off in time.
We'll definitely have to see.
I'm not sure that he built it right. I think he's having... Okay, he's gonna fire it anyway?
I think that's gonna hit. Yep. Perfect. Gets rid of the TNT resources.
Yeah, he had to get lucky with the bias there, but he did, so... I mean, not even lucky, just, like, not unlucky, basically.
I think they chose... Actually, they were saying that they chose right side specifically for the TNT bias. That could also be them trolling, but there's a possibility that's the truth. Ock is the furthest member down lane from either team, I believe, just sitting next to the trees, crafting up a stone pick now. He's going to hang out here. Keep seeing Oz voiding, and there's William voiding. I think Oz is just voiding while PvPing at the start.
Yeah.
It's possible that he was able to grab some stuff and threw it into a chest somewhere to actually pass around.
We've got William and ISO at the start here. He's getting a pass around. I'm almost sure he's going to run ISO resources here.
Yeah, it looks like he was given potentially only one iron block, but he was given some resources by Elemental Assassin. Yep, he's given one iron block, has crafted pick, bucket, and stuff with that.
Yeah, sorry, we've got an interesting pass around spot for Manifest, down lower than usual. Ooh, and there's an item elevator for Oz, going to get the TNT supplies, looks like.
So this pass around spot's a lot safer than some of the other pass around spots we've seen, where it's just on the back of the lane where you can get PvP'd out. Of course, Elysium's is also incredibly safe, having dug down on the backside and placed into that chest.
Here goes a house cannon from Oz here. Gonna be taking out a lot of basic resources. Oh, he got unlucky bias. That's really unlucky.
Ooh, yeah, he completely missed.
So really a TNT can bias on top of a trapdoor, but it's really unlikely. So he just that's too bad.
DJ is collecting the diamonds down in those first resources, being PvP'd by, I believe that's probably Elemental if I had to guess. Oz firing the cannon again. No nothing wonky going on here. Taking out a portion of the house here. Getting some iron or the beds. We'll see if he fires that again. He likely will.
Yeah, I'm starting to shift my focus here to ISO resources. William is pretty much getting them for free right now. He's all the way up at the TNT. Khan is just about to start them right now. And Goriest is PvPing for Elysium up top. So Khan's going to have a hard time here, I think.
William has grabbed the brewing stand. Khan making his way down the back side of the lane into ISO. William is grabbing the diamond block right now. We'll see if he turns around to PvP at Khan if he sees him, or if he's just going to get out of here as fast as possible. It looks like he might just be doing the second of those. Might be PvPing Khan now that he's collected all of the resources he needs out of here. He can take the extra time to slow Khan down. Could also be that Goriest on the surface is going to take care of that and focus down Khan himself.
Yeah, Elysium have dewatered first main, so they can jump down and PvP Khan if needed.
Yep. Ock was
Manifest not.
Ock dug a tunnel actually to underneath the waterfall that hangs over first wall, or actually after that one. I have no idea. He was digging a tunnel to get his team past the tree area, I believe it was. Oh no, it was past the area after the waterfall. Yep, to get back up onto the top of the surface. No one's gone into Blue Goose Hollow yet for those resources. It looks like Ock might be starting to think about that right about now. Yep, that is exactly what Ock is going to be doing here. Khan getting voided previously. William making his way back out of those isolane resources.
Oz is cannoning the tree right now. Gonna take out a lot of the wood. Has not gotten the chest yet, though.
He
But
did
he
also
should with the shot.
get most of those diamond blocks. Those really don't ever matter a whole lot, but it could be something that is impactful.
I mean, it's also just exposing the tunnel here, so
yeah, that's for
could
sure.
be bad for Manifest later in the game. DG's gonna go to ISO, I believe, and run second ISO, I guess.
Cannoning the house again, getting a little bit more of the wood here. There's still a bunch of arrows on the ground and stuff. But unless Manifest Destiny grabbed the food out of there, they actually are going to be pretty strapped. Yeah, it looks like that's all in Bunny's inventory right now. So they've got that secured.
Khan is actually getting ISO resources for free. Not sure why Elysium isn't cannoning it. But he's going to be able to get potions, all the diamonds. Meanwhile, William is out of their resources, and it looks like he's headed either to second ISO or third ISO. He's bringing potions, so I bet he's running third ISO.
Yep. Yeah. He also hasn't gone to grab any extra wood, so it wouldn't make too much sense to be wanting to look at second ISO right about now. Ock has grabbed the resources from Blue Goose Hollow and is now making his way back out under a little bit of pressure from Oz up above Blue Goose Hollow, but not too much pressure on him. On burning to death.
Ooh. Oh no, that is not good. Okay, his stuff is all here, but it's not too hard to get, actually. He just has to run through there. Gorius hasn't been pressuring him at all, so I don't think it'll be an issue.
Yeah, I think that was probably PvP pressure from one of the members of Elysium, if I had to guess.
Maybe. Gory is here somewhat, but it would have been hard to get a shot on Khan.
Yeah. William is now grabbing wood, so he looks like he could be gearing up to grab some supplies with which to run second as well. Might be just wanting to use the extra time now while the match is still slow to grab those.
Okay, DJ is all geared up and ready to do whatever he's going to do here. Like I said, I think he's going to be running second ISO.
Yeah, I believe that's the case, especially considering he's going to go get wood now. Wanting to grab wood for those doors, potentially ladders as well. Well, looks like Khan's back to his stuff almost. Actually, it looks like he did manage to grab all of his stuff and is collecting the last iron block in here now. Yep. So he'll have his full set of armor. Meanwhile, Oz is a little bit behind where Ock was in grabbing the iron from Blue Goose Hollow, but not too far behind.
Khan is trying to get some stone right now and ISO resources, I believe.
DJ mowing down the trees here with some gold axe. So I anticipate he'll be wanting to start second ISO pretty soon with Ock standing and running with him in the main part of the lane. With Bunny's PvPing above.
Wait, Khan forgot to get the brewing stand. Hello? Or is he just planning to brew right there? Interesting.
It's certainly possible. Yeah, he can.
He can reach it, but I mean, it just seems inconvenient to try to brew from this location. Actually, he can't reach it. Never mind.
That's interesting. Yeah. Maybe he just forgot. He did manage to pass around all this stuff this time.
He passed around all the other potion supplies, so I'm pretty sure he forgot to get the brewing stand.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was.
No reason why you wouldn't.
Did see someone who forgot to pass around that stuff. Ock is now in the tertiary resources collecting the diamonds over here. I imagine he'll be grabbing those and giving the full set of diamond armor to Bunnies to PvP up above second and cover him and DJ with. Bunnies is digging even more tunnels. We're starting to see something close to the other chilly map that everyone loves forming here on the side of Manifest Destiny. Meanwhile, Elemental has cleared out the single silverfish spawner in the main lane part of First Wool here.
Yep, and I believe William's running third ISO right this second. He's got all the pots on him, so strength 2. Oh, he doesn't even have fire res, he just has strength and a water bucket. He has a good amount of blocks, about 2 stacks, which isn't bad.
He should be fine. Especially because he'll be basically uncontested here, because no one on the side
we've got DJ actually running First Wool right now. He's not been noticed yet.
he probably will get this completely for free. We'll see if they opt to do an updated version of this. I believe that was their strategy. He does have a water bucket for that, so we'll see if he manages to place the water and everything correctly this time.
Mm-hmm.
Ock has geared himself up with a diamond, and it looks like he'll be passing the iron diamond mix off to another one of his teammates later on here. William is into third wall ISO proper now, making his way through the PvP section with... actually, we have Khan PvP
and that's a good spot from Khan, yeah.
Yeah. I believe Khan's total armor levels are higher than William's, because I believe that the chest plate is more valuable than boots and a helmet. So Khan actually does have a small advantage here. Blocking up the back of the lane so he can't get shot out if William decides to poke out and PvP him. But Khan's in a much better spot than William is here.
Yeah. So let's see what kind of support these two guys can get. I think Oz likes to... Yeah, Oz is down here. He's going to be trying to cannon Khan here as he runs.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Khan doesn't have similar support. I think maybe Ock is going to help him, but Ock right now is...
He actually could have had similar support. Bunny's was directly above where Oz is sitting and could have set up a cannon, but opted to fall back. William is almost into the PvE section of third ISO, drinking that strength potion right now.
So back at first wall, DJ has been noticed, but he's on the final layer. So I don't think it's going to be much of a problem for him to finish this up, even with Gory shooting at him.
Yeah, he's plenty of blocks left too, so he won't have the same problem that Hive had the other day. Gory is in iron and gold mix, but not full armor yet. And DJ's just making his way. It looks like Gory is gonna have to move.
Here comes a cannon from Oz on third ISO for Khan.
It's a good. I mean, took out a few iron bars, which would have provided him cover, or will provide him cover in a bit, but isn't gonna be too impactful.
Yeah, this vertical is going to be tough for Khan.
Looks like Ock
really tough.
Is set up to PvP above third ISO here for the side of Manifest Destiny. He did have to take out a mob in the dark room there, but William is making some really good progress over the top. Unfortunately, for the angle that Ock's at, it's going to be really hard for him to shoot at William until he makes some more progress.
Right. Ock also only has 16 TNT, whereas Oz... let me check. Oz has 31.
Bunny's on the surface here does have, I believe, he had 48 TNT. Yeah, he still does have that. So, looks like Bunny's might be the one who's set up to cannon. The other thing Ock is doing here is he's spawning a whole bunch of mobs, which are going to make Khan's life a little bit more difficult once he gets in there. The strength 2 pots, it actually doesn't make it too much more difficult. Just simply because he's able to one-shot all of those mobs anyways.
Elemental ran first for Elysium. I didn't even see that. So that's done for both teams. DJ has just like a 30-second advantage on Elemental.
Yep. Elemental has not set up the auto pass around yet, but yep, he's doing that right now. So both teams are going to have that done for them. So they'll just have to press the button and make sure not to get shot out of the world.
Ooh, Khan got up the vertical. That's big. I don't know how he was able to do that with Oz shooting at him.
I think it was from cover from Ock, actually. Oz is now going to be cannoning that vertical, though, and Khan
Alright, you want to look at Elysium's third ISO right now. So Ock
Khan's
set up
dead. Khan is going to die. Ooh! Khan lives on half a heart. He almost died in that lava.
Oh my god. So look at Elysium's third wall right now. Ock set up a couple dry cannons and blew open this lava here. That's going to make it really hard for William here.
On one hand, yes. On the other hand, there are going to be no mob spawns in the room he's about to walk into. There's another cannon there. Maybe that was a creeper. I think the big thing that's actually throwing both teams is the blazes that have now re-aggroed onto members that are inside of the lane, as opposed to being in the ISO lane. Khan is still just regenning here.
Okay, I think William found a way past the lava, at least for now.
Yeah, I mean, without Ock shooting at him, that was pretty much the easiest way.
And here comes a cannon from Bunnies, trying to get, William. It's gonna be a long delay.
Ooh, it hits him though. This is a really good
Yeah,
cannon.
and that's gonna lob it even more for William.
Yeah, that actually blocked the way that he had free, blocked the way back up. Another shot coming in, taking out even more of the snow,
Oh,
dropping William
perfect
down.
timing.
That's gonna be the death of William.
Wow, that's so big.
We'll see if Bunnies is able to move over, set up a. Oh, the lava's gonna
Oh,
get his
that
stuff
lava's,
actually.
yeah,
Oh,
that's such
so
a huge death.
it's not because his stuff is on half slabs, and none of that stuff is gonna leave the world. So he's actually kind of okay if he can get back to
I mean, I
that.
also don't think he's gonna be able to get back to it.
Not easily, that's for sure. Khan, of course, we noticed didn't grab the brewing supplies, so he does have the supplies, he just doesn't have the stand. So we'll see if he runs in, kills a blaze, and runs out, but I don't know if he'll be able to do that right about now.
Ock died in this valley with all of his diamond armor, so it's gonna be tough for him to get it. Also, I think, where's Oz right now? Oz could cannon that full diamond. Oh, Oz died too.
William
Oz
on.
died. Enter the void lane. Oh my god.
Oh,
Did Oz lose
no.
all of his TNT again? That's so big. Oz is here naked with nothing on him, no TNT.
Yeah, William falling
Yeah,
out
Oz
of the
must
world
have
again
lost
without any
all of his
blocks.
stuff.
Khan is really actually gonna have a really rough go at this one, I think, just without the strength potions. I mean, I'm certain he's run it before without them, but it does become a lot more difficult. Interesting, DJ is set up in that same sort of pass around camp spot that we saw him in their match earlier in the tournament. Just set up, waiting to PvP anyone who's going to start second wool.
I think Khan's gonna be able to get this though, as long as Elysium doesn't have any TNT, which I can't see on their team. Or actually, no, Gory has 48 TNT on him. That's big.
Yeah, I still think Khan will be able to get this, especially with the added pressure up top from Bunnies, who's able to PvP the side of Elysium. Goriest isn't going to be able to set up a cannon very easily with Bunnies aiming across him.
William is just re-gearing right now at spawn.
Looks like Ock was able to grab his stuff. Interesting to note, Ock basically has another full set of armor on him, as well as the diamond that he's wearing.
Interesting.
Of course, it's not diamond armor, but DJ has retreated from the sort of shooty spot that he had and is now actually running the iso lane portion of second wool here, a not so isolated ballad.
Yeah, and he's getting it for free. There's no one to shoot him. Gory's at third. Not sure where Oz is right now. Oz is kind of above second, but he hasn't been noticed.
On really having a rough go at things without the strength pot. He will be able to make his way through this without PvP pressure, just tunneling almost the entire wool. But it's going to be very slow. That death on William for the side of Elysium is really going to be something that is going to sort of swing this match the entire opposite direction. Because I think up until that death, Elysium was actually at a slight advantage. I won't say a significant advantage.
I'm not sure what happened to Oz too, but that void lane death is really big too.
Yeah, that really is really bad. DJ is about halfway through. He's almost done, actually. He has one more upwards vertical, but he only has 2 downwards verticals, and then he's at the wool box here. So William getting taken out by Ock. Khan slowly making his way back up. He's been in the spot for about 30 seconds now, so he's finally managed to clear out the mobs and is going to be making his way through more of the wool here. Looks like Elemental actually is going to be the one running third ISO now for the side of Elysium. Is back. There is a skeleton equipped with all of William's stuff that Elemental's going to have to fight off, but outside of that, he should be fine. The zombie pigmen are aggroed on Khan, even from the lane of Elysium, which is really interesting right now. DJ has gotten to the collection point for second wool and is now, looks like he's going to be setting up the button pass around thing again. Not too surprising there.
It looks like he's just going to pass around all his stuff here and not even have to run out of the wall.
Yeah.
Again, not being shot at all. 0 notice from Elysium, which is pretty big because assuming Khan gets third ISO, that was their lockdown second. So
Interestingly enough, DJ didn't fully set up the thing correctly. Oh, okay. No, that is
it
correct.
actually is.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that actually does work. Oh, and he has now been noticed, finally, now that he's taken off all his armor.
Taken out by Elemental in 3rd ISO.
And Elemental's going back. He must not have something that he needs. I'm trying to look at his inventory right now.
Oh, that's a cannon for DJ. Side of Elysium. Or a cannon for...
Oh, it took out DJ's pass around, but the enemies are still there. Let's see if Oz can fire it again.
I think it was a dry cannon.
Yeah, it was. But Oz is not firing it again. The enemies are just sitting there.
Yeah, DJ's
gonna be
get
here
back
any
to his
second.
stuff.
Oh my god. Oz! Why didn't he fire that again? I'm so confused.
Khan still making incredibly slow progress. He could stop and brew by now, I think, if he wanted to. Actually, he hasn't collected a blaze rod.
Greg, or sorry, Hive, William, or Elemental did actually get William's stuff, I believe. Actually, no, he didn't. Sorry. Elemental did not get William's stuff despawned.
No, the armor is on that, or was on a skeleton in it, though. I don't know if that got voided or if Elemental actually managed to kill it. Neither team has grabbed the power bow or the 8 TNT from the start, which at this point in the match kind of only matters for a bingo, but it is a resource that is there for both teams still. Khan almost at the 3rd ISO collection point in the red halls here.
Yeah, looks like Oz is going to be setting up here, trying to do some last-minute cannoning.
Yeah, just going to be firing some basically dry cannon. Yeah, he's just going to leave this one completely dry, trying to take out anything with Khan's cover. It doesn't really hit a whole lot, and Khan is able to retreat under the bedrock here. Gonna make.
I think Ock should go up here and PvP Oz from the surface because he doesn't have a good angle right now.
Yeah, and Elemental, I believe, has retreated from the wool again. So him being here is not super impactful. Yeah, Elemental has retreated from 3rd wool and is in fact running 2nd wool ISO. So he's in the isolated portion of the not so isolated ballad. It looks like DJ has retreated from PvP spot here. He might actually be going to run the main portion potentially. Let's see where DJ is. DJ is in a hole on the main lane resources. So yeah, it actually looks like he might be gearing up to go run main lane 2nd wool.
Yeah, they're also going to need to run 3rd main at some point. If I had to guess, they probably have something that lets them not have to do it at the same time.
I imagine that once Khan gets to the wool box here, they're going to have someone just run 3rd main, because it's not like 3rd main is something that's really lockdownable, and it is not very slow to run either. You can basically bridge the entirety of the wool, or dig the entirety of the wool, so I don't imagine they're going to be taking too many precautions with that.
Khan is super low on blocks.
Yeah.
He's got exactly 1 block in his inventory, so that's a problem. Let's see if Ock can pass him around some more blocks here.
Could potentially. Yeah, that's gonna cause him some problems here. God, the lane is only 5 blocks wide. He could make his way all the way around and not get shut out if there were more blocks, but might have to make his way across the low ground here, which will be a lot more dangerous.
Where Ock went?
Elemental has set up the same sort of pass around that Manifest Destiny have set up for themselves in the 2nd wool in a not so isolated ballad. Looks like I have no idea what he's doing here. He might be mining obsidian for that bingo square if that's on there.
Oh, I guess he's gonna set up like a safe void pass around or something? I don't know.
Potentially. Pawn has gotten to the blaze spawner, has been able to break it. Actually, looks like he isn't even getting PvP'd anymore, so he could just go if the side of Manifest Destiny is able to call that out. And it looks like Ock did take your advice and is up on the surface with Bunnies. Bunny's setting up a cannon to counter Oz's Ock spot here, where he's aiming at Khan. He doesn't really have a great angle because Khan is in the ceiling, so it's kind of difficult for him to shoot. Elemental is digging obsidian.
Yeah.
And
I really don't know why.
Gorius is in a PvP battle with DJ. Except Gorius isn't shooting back, so it's not really much of a battle.
I think Elemental's looking at the other lane and trying to copy them.
Curious. DJ has only 12 doors in his inventory, which is gonna make running second main a little bit more difficult. Okay, he has given up on mining obsidian and is instead... No, he actually mined a block of obsidian. He mined a block of obsidian to set up this pass around.
Honestly, I'm not confident that this even works.
I believe it does. Khan has set up a water wall for himself, has blocked himself in behind the third ISO wall box. So I imagine that they're just going to send Awk or bunnies to go run that fairly shortly here.
Khan was able to get to the wall.
Yeah, all 4 members of Manifest Destiny now above the third wall area, which means that Elemental's able to make his way back out of second ISO in a not-so-isolated ballad here. Opting not to pass around any of his stuff, just run out. He'll probably honestly just jump straight into the main section of this after passing around his stuff and voiding.
Yeah, why hasn't Manifest, like, pressured Elysium at all? They're just all 4 sitting here, even though Khan's already in. Like,
Well,
there's no point to be sitting here.
I'm not positive why they're still sitting here. The pressure they managed to put down earlier in the game has bought them a lot of time. Just killing William inside the inside third ISO. William's almost fully regeared. He does have fire res pots on him as well. So we'll see what he opts to do here. I imagine that means that he's going to be wanting to jump back into third ISO here fairly shortly, getting back into those red halls. But it's going to be kind of tricky now. Actually, unless Elemental can get... Okay, Elemental's actually gotten an Ender Pearl from an Enderman here, which could come in handy getting through some portions of the last bit of third ISO in the red halls here. Khan has some doors. Pass around has been placed by Bunny, so Khan actually has some blocks now with which to work with. So he'll be fine.
How are they going to get the wool, though?
I'm not positive, but I imagine once Bunny's DJ, whoever it is that's going to go to the Frozen Fingers portion of the wool, is going to just let Khan know when they're at the wool box, so Khan can just remove the water, grab the wool, and go. Placing that same pass around he had earlier, of course. Looks like William is making his way down lane as opposed to just placing his stuff into a pass around. I think that is Elemental doing what I thought he was going to do, placing his stuff in a pass around and then jumping out of the world such that he can go ahead and grab his stuff and then go run second main. Well, at the same time, we have DJ starting second main for the side of Manifest Destiny right now.
Yeah, let's see if he gets noticed. William is right here. I think he's getting... I think William is going to be planning on running this.
Yeah, William has noticed that DJ's there. Looks like he's F5ing him right now to let him know exactly where he is, but
Okay, he has, yeah.
DJ should be... I mean, DJ should be able to make his way through this slowly.
I mean, this is the last wool Manifest needs, so Elysium's got to pressure them.
Technically, they still need all 3 wolves.
Well, okay, yeah.
Technically.
This is like the last hard wool they need. Like, third main isn't in a wool, really.
Yeah. Khan has passed around his valuable stuff, so he's passed around his armor, he's passed around a bunch of blocks, his bow. I'm not positive if there's a plan here other than he's gonna sit and wait for the wool and then grab it and then go, and then place it in the pass around. But he sure has broken a lot of blocks. Yeah, okay, so now the pass around will flow directly into the back side of the lane here, and he's actually jumped out. I'm not... Oh,
cannon from Oz on DJ here. That might kill him. Oh my god.
Goodness. Let's go, Oz.
That's such a big death.
See if he fires it again to get rid of the entities or not, because DJ wasn't all that far in. I mean, he was a sizable... He was far enough that it'll be inconvenient to get back to his stuff.
I think it looks like all his diamonds gone anyway.
Yeah, most of his stuff is gone anyways.
Luckily, Ock does have a full set of diamond that they can utilize.
Yeah, and he still does have
Plus,
partial iron.
Khan just passed her in his stuff too, so they can use that armor too.
Yep, and Khan has
So Manifest is still in a good situation.
Yeah, Khan is grabbing first wool from that pass around in the void now. He's gotten one. We'll see how many more he grabs there. I'm not positive what this pass. I think this pass around is aimed to place the wool directly on the bedrock here, which was an accident the first time, but it might be designed this time. I'm not sure how they plan on grabbing it, but we'll see on that.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Looks like
I'm not sure either.
Is passing his armor off to either Bunnies or DJ. I'm not sure which one is getting it. Looks like Bunnies is equipping the full diamond right now. And has placed his partial iron, partial diamond in the chest here, so DJ can grab that. Khan unnoticed, able to grab that red wool. So we're evenly matched on wools now. But that does kind of discount the setup that Manifest Destiny have done for both remaining wools. But Elysium has Elemental in second with full iron armor. He's running the main portion of that now.
Yep. And not being pressured too much by Manifest here.
No, it looks like Manifest is just re-gearing right now. It's kind of interesting. Ock gathering blocks down in his Ock spot from earlier. Bunnies has gone down to grab. Khan's pass around is coming back out with that stuff. Or will be coming out with that stuff soon. I'm still not entirely positive what they want to do to grab this wool. They could... You can still craft hoppers, so they could technically do that.
Honestly, I'm not even sure that Manifest knows Elemental's running the wool. They do now.
Ock is
sorry.
PvPing him now. But he's, I mean, he's very close at this point. He has what? One small
he's got, like,
vertical?
Yeah, like a 3-block vertical, and then he's in.
He's almost dead.
And here's William running third ISO again. He's got an Ender Pearl.
Yeah.
And Fire Res, so he should be able to get past the lava, I would think.
Yeah, he should be able to make his way pretty much entirely through the wall.
He only has a stack of blocks, which actually isn't that much for this wall.
Yeah, but he's not going to have to contend with any mobs for the first half of the wall. Because of the lava that was dropped into it.
Yeah, but he's definitely going to be shot at. Ock's already back in his spot here.
Yeah. He's definitely going to be under PvP pressure, but he will only be under PvP pressure for the first significant portion of the wall, which is going to be fairly big for him.
There's the wall. It's working just as intended here.
Perfect. Yeah.
It's going to get a lot.
Great for the side of Elysium. 2 touches to 1.
Okay, William is at the lava. Let's see how he deals with this. He looks like he's thinking hard about it.
Just gonna... I think he's just using the fire res as a safety thing. Making his way through it now.
Yeah, they really need to get a cannon on him. It looks like that's exactly what Bunnies is doing right now.
Yeah.
Bunnies has 28 TNT, and he's set up in a perfect spot to cannon.
Hawk is able to PvP at him.
Ooh, here goes William. He's swimming through, getting shot at.
He's getting shot by skeletons and Ock.
Here comes the cannon from Bunnies.
Not doing any damage to anything other than mobs. Actually making
just a little bit longer on the timing there.
Making William's life slightly easier. I'm not positive if this cannon's going to be able to do a whole lot, because it looked like it was landing inside the lane. Might have to move the charge back a bit. He's actually cannoning... Looks like he's trying to cannon at Oz now, but Oz has a cannon set up directly across from him. So that'll be a little bit interesting. All right. Bunny's taking out that cannon framework that Oz had set up.
Yeah. Bunny's got a cannon William right now.
Yeah, I think William might be able to go. Ock,
he is going.
Peeking down at him. Not landing a shot yet. Re-aggroing the zombie pigman, of course. Elemental is at the safe spot in second main. Blocked in. DJ is PvPing at him in only leather armor. While also getting shot at by Goriest. It looks like Khan is going to be the one that they want to run first main, but he's actually getting shot by skeletons from this unlit area. making his way in now. He only has 18 doors, which I know is more than you run most wools with, but it's fewer than most sane people run wools with.
I mean, considering that Oz cannoned both the house and the tree, wood's pretty hard to come by in this map, so I would consider 18 a lot of doors for that wall at this point in the match.
True, but they still do have wood over above Blue Goose Hollow and at Icy Ape's Retreat. They have plenty of wood left, so.
Ooh, here goes William. He's very exposed right now. Oh, he's in trouble. He's at the top of this lava.
Yeah, if he dies here, it's over.
Oh my god.
He's one heart?
He's at 2 hearts?
He's out of the world.
In the void. Oh my god. That's so big.
That's 2 sets of armor that William has lost. That means that Elemental has to make his way out of this wall with his armor so he can pass it around.
Wow. That lava being so big for Manifest. Killed William twice in diamond armor. Meanwhile, DJ's running second main. Or that's Khan actually, as you said. He's pretty far into it. No one's really pressuring Khan. He's going to be able to get second main, and that's probably going to be the game.
Looks like both Goriest and Oz were taking shots at him, but they weren't able to make a whole lot of progress here. Or actually, they weren't able to stop him from making a whole lot of progress, I should say. Yeah, he's almost at the wall box now. He'll be able to collect that pass around fairly easily. And that'll be 2 out of 3 touches, and then we'll just have to figure out. I guess we'll have to watch and see what's going to happen with third, but
see if this ISO pass around works.
Pressing the button, not running back to pressing a lever, making sure first that it worked with the button, and now grabbing it. Only collecting 5 lime wool, but no one's PvPing at him right now. Elemental did pass his stuff around. I assume into the iso lane and is now going to grab that iron armor.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be running third here. He has a good amount of blocks, so he's pretty geared to run it, honestly, but I don't know how he's going to get past the lava. He doesn't have any fire res or ender pearl.
Yeah, he's at a significant disadvantage now. DJ in full diamond PvPing at William and Oz. It's going to be kind of tough for Elysium to mount a comeback from this point. Khan opting... I actually don't know if you can place a pass around anywhere down in here. I think, yeah, this is the first place that you can place the pass around. Khan being extra safe, placing that pass around, and it's now going to make his way back out of the wool. That's 2 wools essentially secured for Manifest Destiny. There still is a chance that Khan dies inside of Lime and gets cannoned, but it'll be a lot more difficult to lose from this position.
Okay, here's Elemental in third ISO. He's going to go the same exact route that William's been going, which at this point is pretty mangled.
He is going to be under a lot less PvP pressure than William was, though.
Yeah, I don't think he's been noticed at all. Bunny's just standing on top of here.
And Ock is in the iron deposits down below, smelting iron. He's just staring at a furnace that's smelting iron at this point, as opposed to staring at the at Elemental trying to run this wool. It's like Elementals are just tunneling through the lava. It's going to be very slow, and this is actually going to be a really tough portion to tunnel through right here.
Yeah, I don't know if he knows how to deal with this. He might just go a different way.
I'm almost out with lime wool here. Hasn't been shot.
Oh, look at this.
Portion.
It's just clear right here. Interesting. So Elemental found our way around. The question is, will we be noticed by PvP?
Yeah, the other question is, will skeletons with flaming arrows take him out? On tossing the wool, we don't have anybody in the main section of third for the side of Manifest Destiny yet. It shouldn't matter too much, but it's not as over as Gory thinks it is quite yet. Could still see a VM lockdown. I don't really see a VM lockdown, actually. Oh, they are blowing themselves up. Looks like they've forfeited the game at this point, so they're just waiting for...
Why are they... I mean, Elemental's like running third, and he's getting a lot of progress.
Yeah, I don't think they realize how close this game actually is at this point. Elemental's, like, he's making a significant amount of progress. Once he's able to get past this lava flow, I mean, he'll basically be home free. Using doors, actually, to get rid of some of the lava. It's 2 out of 3 wolves for Manifest Destiny placed on the monument already.
Still have not ran third main at all.
Haven't touched the frozen fingers yet.
Elemental's out of the lava. He's on the other side.
Yeah.
Like, once he gets this... Well, okay, they have to run third main, I guess.
They don't have any armor left anymore. The last pieces of armor just got washed out of the world when Gory died in a water flow, so... The only armor left is the armor on Elemental. He's being shot at now from the surface.
Oh yeah, that's big.
Yeah.
It's gonna make it so much harder for Elemental.
Yeah, that final room is gonna be an absolute pain in his ass to get through. It looks like Bunnies is even setting up another cannon, so it's just a matter of Ock getting through for the frozen fingers and then collecting the wool. Still not sure how they're planning on actually collecting. Yeah, he has a hopper, so that looks like the way that they're gonna collect this wool. Is just place a hopper under the water flow, press the button, grab the wool out of the hopper, and then it'll be wrapped up. This game can be it's not over yet, but fairly close, and I think once it's over, it can probably be summarized by just a few extra mishaps. And I mean, it's really tight play from Manifest Destiny, don't get me wrong. They played this very well.
Yeah, besides DJ's death in second. Oh, yeah. Elementals. Wow, I cannot believe you survived that. Yeah. Wow. Really good from Elemental. Like, I don't know why Elysium throws and then all of a sudden, like, they, like, blew themselves up, right? And then they are now, like, shooting at Manifest trying to cover them.
Yeah, I'm not positive what that was about. Ox almost got the hopper in place, placing it out, and now he'll be pressing the button a few times, grabbing some wool and getting out. Elemental is, I mean, he's right under the wool box, but it almost doesn't matter at all anymore. More cannons from Bunnies exposing, or taking out more and more of this wood. It's gonna make him more exposed. He's building snow blocks now. Those are gonna just go away once the next cannon shot comes in right now. Yep. Ock collecting the wool from the hopper will be making his way back out. Should be wrapped up fairly soon. Elemental did make it to another safe spot where there isn't a cannon aimed at his head.
I mean, if they just had a couple more minutes, I honestly think they could have won this game. Like, they could have been running third main right now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ock even making sure to pass around some of the yellow wool into the pass around chest on the back, so that if a freak accident happens and he dies, it's safe back in the main lane. So,
like, they should have at least sent someone to third main and locked down Manifest, right?
Yeah, I think another thing that they never touched the diamonds in the tertiary resource area. Like,
oh yeah, that's
they never got any of this stuff. There's
like, why? Yeah, they could. I mean, if they ran that at some point, they would have for sure been able to get through. I would think.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but
I don't know. It feels like they gave up a little too soon. I guess losing.
Elemental's at the wall.
Yeah,
like, literally at the wall.
I guess losing 2 sets of armor is a little demoralizing, but it just feels like they gave up 1 set of armor too soon somehow. Elemental, I mean, he's at the wool box, right? Like,
yeah,
he's safe here.
Like, if Elysium had third main right now, they could pass around and win right now.
Yeah, it would be very close, but yeah. They definitely could have done it, but Ock's gonna place yellow wool, and that's it.